morning, this is Jennifer from the Lyphmate Cafe, and this morning we're going to make a breakfast that you may never have heard of, and it's German pancakes. The first thing we're going to do is, one of the keys to this entire recipe is you have to start with a very warm pan. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 12-inch iron skillet and I'm going to turn the heat on to my iron skillet. And I like to have...
What kind of heat?
I like to have... I'm going to turn the heat on at about a level 4, about a medium for right now, because that's going to help cook sausage. It's going to warm up this pan nicely. I like to portion out my sausage off of a pound ahead of time. And since I'm feeding 3 people today, a serving size for sausage is about 2 patties per person. So there I will cook my sausage. And while my sausage begins to cook, I'm going to make the batter for the German pancakes. The German pancakes takes 3 eggs. So I'm just going to crack 3 eggs. And this is a recipe for about 3 people. You can double this recipe and it makes enough for 4 to 6 people. If you did not want to warm your pan up by making sausage or bacon, you could always take butter and put it in like a 9x13 pan and then put it in the oven for 5 or 10 minutes and pull it out so the butter's melted, and then pour the batter on top. But I like to use my iron skillet because one thing gets dirty and one thing can be washed. Okay. After we add our eggs to the pan, you're going to add just a touch of vanilla. You're going to add about a half a teaspoon of vanilla. And that provides a very, very aromatic kind of flavor. You're going to add a half cup of flour to the eggs and a half cup of milk to your eggs. You can also add cream if you wanted to, or you could add a mixture of cream and milk. It doesn't matter if it's 2% or skim, whatever you would like. Then you add a little bit of salt. Now I have a salt grinder, just a couple cracks of salt, just for flavor. Then you can take a whisk if you like, but I do things a lot the old-fashioned way, and I actually just use a fork, and you're going to stir these together. Now, if you like a sweet batter, you can add a tablespoon of sugar, but I've noted that you don't really need the sugar, because when you start to add maple syrup and berries and powdered sugar on top, it makes it sweet enough already. So I skip the sugar that some people that have a big sweet tooth really like. Now, this batter is going to be incredibly thin, and it's okay if it's a little bit lumpy. What's going to make this rise in the pan is the egg. That's why that is your leveling agent. Okay, the eggs are going to make it fluffy. Like I said, this batter is going to be really, really thin. And like I said, it's okay if it's a little bit lumpy. Now, I'm going to let that sit. And then, since I'm warming my pan this way, I'm going to take my sausage and turn my sausage. Now we're gonna wait for the sausage to cook, and I'm gonna let my batter sit. Okay? As you can see, my sausage now is almost cooked through. And I will take it off the pan. While I was cooking the sausage, I also preheated my oven to 400 degrees because we're going to pop these German pancakes here in a little bit into the oven. And when these sausages are done, I'll set them aside here on a plate covered with paper towels because all the grease and fat can go onto the towel and not necessarily add extra calories to me. I'm going to turn my burner off this pan, and then I'm going to set this pan aside. You can see it's a little hot. Like I said, what you need is a very warm pan. Now, because there's a little bit of residue or cooking juices down there, sometimes I like to make sure, especially when it's sausage, that I give the iron skillet just another spray. Just use some spray so the German pancakes are less likely to stick. Now, you can see this batter is very, very thin. It might have a lump or two. That's all okay. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take the batter and I'm going to put it directly into the pan. Remember, it's a hot pan. It's a 12-inch skillet. Now, when this bakes, it's going to poof up, especially if you doubled the recipe because you have 4 or 5 people in your house, and it's going to poof up a lot. Basically, that's what that is. Looks like. Now, because this is an iron skillet, especially kids, don't touch that handle. It's hot because I just cooked sausage in it. So I'm getting some oven mitts. Put this directly into a almost 400
It's only
degree oven.
177 right now.
I know, but that doesn't matter too much. I'm going to set a timer for about 15 minutes. Okay, I'm going to hit timer, and then I'm going to check to see if they have poofed up, and we'll see what comes out in 15 minutes. Okay, well, my timer just beeped. 15 minutes is over. I told you they would poof up. And they become one big, round, beautiful German pancake. Remember to turn off your oven. All right, now I'll take a fish turner or a spatula and I will cut these in half. You can see that because of the added spray to the bottom of the pan or bacon grease, that they lift straight out of the pan. Cut these down the center. And cut them a few. And we'll cut them just like a pizza.
Pizza pancake.
There you go. And then put them on your beautiful plate. And you can top with pure maple syrup, or if you have any kind of syrup, pancake syrup, if you'd like just that way. Or you can add chocolate chips and warmed German pancakes. You can add beautiful berries such as strawberries and blueberries, and you could sift a little bit of powdered sugar on top if you like as well. And there's one other thing that you could do, and it's in my refrigerator. You could put any kinds of jams or jellies or preserves on top. I have fresh peach preserves in my refrigerator, so any of those kind of toppings and things that you like with it, along with a few pieces of bacon or sausage or ham, and you have the wonderful breakfast. I got my peach preserves out of the refrigerator, and It happens to be the same color as the pancake itself.
It doesn't show up well, but the flavor is there.
Oh yeah. And then take some little bit of powdered sugar to stick to it. Oh. Well, the powdered sugar isn't doing what it needs
Now
to
it's
do
going to
either.
melt in.
It just melted straight on in.
However,
There we go.
I put some blueberries, powdered sugar, and maple syrup on mine. And our daughter Abby opted just for some chocolate chips, which will slowly melt down onto the pancake.
This is a very quick 20-minute breakfast, so enjoy the rest of your day with beautiful German pancakes as your start. The recipe will be posted on Facebook on the Lyphmate Cafe. And if you liked this video, please remember to hit like and subscribe.